Okay, look at this. On one side, you've got your dreams, the physique, the success, the life you want. And on the other side, well, that's your reality right now. We all feel that gap, right? That frustrating space between ambition and actual results. So the real question is, why can't you close that gap? And look, it's not because you're lazy. Science actually shows there are these invisible mental traps that are holding you back, and we're about to expose every single one of them. Stick with me because by the end of this, you're going to know the 6 mental traps that keep you stuck in dream mode instead of action mode. Let's dive into the first one. All right, first up, we've got the sneakiest trap of them all. This one feels like you're making progress, but it's secretly the enemy of it. It's called the dopamine decoy. So check this out. When you just think about hitting your goals, when you plan it all out, your brain gives you a little hit of dopamine. It's this tiny chemical reward that actually tricks you into feeling like you've already accomplished something.
That little feeling, it absolutely kills your urgency to get started. You get the reward without doing any of the work. But the next trap is even more dangerous because it disguises itself as being smart. Okay, trap number 2, the fear of failure. Now, this isn't just about being scared to fail. No, this is a trap that cleverly disguises itself as careful planning. But there's something else happening right under the surface.
So here's what you've got to understand. This isn't about you lacking ambition, not at all. It's about protecting your ego. See, if you actually try and then fail, that perfect dream you have gets a little dented. Your self-image as a person with huge potential is suddenly on the line. And what happens? You end up building this safe zone of just endless planning. In here, your dream stays perfect, your ego is totally protected, and there's a 0% chance of failure. But you know what else there is? A 0% chance of success. This safe zone is really a cage. Moving on to a classic. I know you've heard this one, the perfect moment myth. This is that lie we tell ourselves that we have to wait until we feel 100% ready to start. We all play this game, don't we? I'll start on Monday, or maybe next month when things aren't so crazy. Definitely after the new year. We just keep putting it off, waiting for this perfect moment that, let's be real, never, ever shows up. But here is the secret that completely flips this thing on its head. You don't wait for the feeling of readiness to take action. You take action to create the feeling of readiness. The action always comes first. Okay, this next trap is for all my overthinkers and planners out there. It's that feeling of thinking so much, planning so much, but you actually do nothing at all. This is analysis paralysis. You're trying to map out every single possible step, right? Account for every what if and plan for every outcome. But instead of creating this crystal clear path forward, all that overthinking just creates a chaotic mess in your head. And the real cost? Just look at your mental energy. All that planning and overthinking completely drains your battery before you've even taken the first step. I mean, this says it all, doesn't it? You're already exhausted before you even begin. But here's the thing. All of these traps we've talked about, they're really just symptoms of a much deeper problem. A problem with your own identity. This one is huge because it operates on a subconscious level. It's this powerful, invisible force that kicks in when your goals don't line up with how you secretly see yourself. So let's say your goal is to become a disciplined person, but deep down your core belief is, I'm just not disciplined, or I never finish what I start. When that happens, your brain hits a massive conflict. It's like an error message flashing, and it will actively fight you on any action that contradicts that core identity. Psychologists actually have a name for this: identity-based resistance. Your brain will literally sabotage your goals just to protect your current self-image. So the only way out? You have to start acting like the person you want to become. And that brings us to our final, and maybe the most subtle trap of them all: being more in love with the idea of success than the actual process of getting there. It's an addiction to your own potential. And this explains it perfectly. Talking about your huge plans is exciting, right? It creates this vision of the future that feels amazing. But the real progress? Man, that's often slow. It's repetitive. It's the boring work that nobody wants to post about online. And this, right here, is the hard truth. Hanging on to the fantasy of your potential just feels so much better than doing the hard, uncomfortable work required to close the gap between that fantasy and your reality today. It's the ultimate comfort zone.
All right, let's run them back rapid fire. The 6 traps, the dopamine decoy, the fear of failure, the perfect moment myth, analysis paralysis, the identity mismatch, and the addiction to potential.
Look, having big dreams is easy. Everyone has them. But turning those dreams into your reality means you have to understand these psychological games your mind plays. So think of this as a diagnostic tool. Your awareness, that's the first and most important rep you can do.
You know the tropes now. The next step is all you. Save this. Trust me, you're going to need it.